It's a really, really good question that's coming from one of the ninjas. How do I get more live viewers? Right? Absolutely love this question because it's what I kind of battled with for such a long time. So I say such a long time, it wasn't a massive amount of time, but it was long enough. So I started doing lives the beginning of 2017, but I just randomly did them and just went, right, I'm going to do a live, I'm going to do a live, I'm going to do a live, didn't do the live. Then the next day, I'm going to do the live, going to do the live, going to do the live. Did it, just randomly, went live and said, hey, Frazer Brookes here, coming to you live from Formby in the UK, and today we're going to be talking about this. I've got my whiteboard, the lighting looked awful, blah, 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 blah. There was not much energy, the title was rubbish, and I was just randomly doing it. And I just did it. I think, oh, well, most people watch on the replay, so who cares? First tip, and getting more live viewers is doing the live at the same time on the same day of the week every single week. If you can't, because you're like, well, I can't do that because schedules are crazy and I've got kids, so random things pop up. Aim to do it on a Tuesday or a Monday or a Wednesday, right? At 7 p.m, 8 p.m, 9 p.m, whatever. If you can't do it, you just do it the following day. Never do it the day before because people who usually tune in will miss it. But if you do it the day after, they might have gone, this is the key, right? If you don't do it and you get a message from someone saying, hey, like, are you okay? You haven't gone live yet? That's a sign that you're onto it. You're onto a winner, okay? I think it was 9:05 a few weeks ago, and I just couldn't, no, it was actually it would have been, oh my days, it would have been like last October. So I couldn't go live at the time because I was driving at the time and I just couldn't find anywhere to pull over. And I had so many messages, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? It's 9 o'clock Tuesday, you're not on, right? If you do it after, it's fine, okay? The second tip is improve your titles, right? You've got to make sure you get curiosity and compelling titles. Something where people would look at and go, oh my days, I've got to look at this. Like, for example, I could do a title, I'm an addict, that's it, I've had enough, I'm an addict. And I could then talk about I'm addicted to helping people, right? Imagine what people would see if I come on and say I'm an addict on a title. People are going to stop at that, right? Now, I don't mean to take any offense to people who have got an addiction. My brother's got an addiction, he's a gambling addict. But as long as I say, like, hey, like, no offense if you're watching this, like, but I am addicted to helping people. That's my addiction. There are good addictions, there are bad addictions. Mine happens to be a good addiction in my opinion, but hey, the first rule to addiction is admitting it. Hey, I'm helping people addict, right? So those little things, like thinking of ideas like that, will make a massive difference. And the third thing is delivery. Now I know you're like, oh, but Frazer, I'm not like you, you're a bit crazy. I'm not that crazy tonight, right? Mainly because it's a Sunday and I've had one of those days. I've had a proper lazy day. It's the first, honestly guys, it's the first lazy day I've had in ages. Like, I can't even explain how long it's been. Like a proper, one of those days, you'll understand this if you're watching, one of those days that when you do nothing, you actually feel more tired than when you do everything. You ever felt like, let me know guys, let me know in the comments, like give us some love hearts. If you've ever had one of those days where you've literally done so little that you're actually tired because you've done nothing, right? And I hope it's not just me. And I hope you guys in the group are going to help me out here. Yes, love hearts are coming in. Happy days, right? That's the kind of day I've had. But delivery, right? If you're going to teach something, teach it with analogies. It's probably the second biggest tip I can ever tell you with Facebook Lives, right? And presenting and training. If you've got an idea and if you get asked to speak or do a training for your team or that you do the trainings yourself, what I want you to do is I want you to think, right, I'm talking about three-way calls now. So how do I create an analogy? Well, the analogy could be, right, let's imagine there's two of you in the pub, right? So you and your best mates in the pub and you're talking about a business. And then in walks in, like, are you talking about football? You and your mate are talking about football, right? And there's a football player there who's like plays for England, but your mate doesn't really know, right? You pull him over, you introduce this guy. You say, this guy is like an absolute legend. He's played for England. He's scored at the World Cup, blah, 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 blah. Oh, and this is my mate. I met him regularly. I'm like, oh, cool. How do you know he's shot? Anyway, might have been a bad example, but I didn't make notes on it. It's just on the top of my head. Training with analogies. The best tip though, the best tip when it comes to delivery or training on stage is talk to the crowd as if you're talking to your mate, as if you're talking to your mate in the pub. The best speakers in the world, I've noticed this, make it feel like no matter how many people are in the room, whether there's 5 people, 10 people, 100 people, 1,000 people, no matter what, they make it feel like they're only speaking to you. Okay? Now, if you're talking on stage, this is not really a Facebook Live trick, but if you're talking on stage and you notice someone can't take their eyes off you and they're nodding and heading, you make sure you look at them. Don't speak to that one person, but you make a note that every time you're kind of scanning around the room talking, that you come back to that person, nod, and then nod, 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 nod. And if anyone's on their phone, don't bother looking at them. What's the point? Okay? So, go live, same time, same day of the week, every week. If you can't, then, if you can't that week, then do it an hour later or the next day. The delivery is absolutely fundamental. And the titles, those are the 3 things. Over time, it will catch on. The compound effect will kick in. Nothing like bits and pieces, but then it'll hit a point where someone shares it and that person sees it and goes, ooh, this is real good, I need to tune into this. Oh, they're live every week. So when you start your lives, hey, Frazer Brookes here, coming to you live from Germany, 9 p.m. Tuesday. We do this every single week, 9 p.m. Tuesday, UK time. Buzzing to be here, let's get into it. So people who watch the replay know, oh, there's a weekly thing. Well, I like that one, maybe I'll like the next one. If I don't like the first one, I probably won't like the next one. All right. Okay. I'm absolutely petrified of public speaking. I totally get it. Claire, I've been there. And we are going to do it. We are going to do a training on public speaking inside the group in the next few weeks. I'm not too sure about when, but definitely going to do it because I can help you massively with that because I've been in that situation. The first public talk I ever did, I cried. That happened. All right, so I hope you got value with that one. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like this sort of content, feel free to hit that subscribe button, like this video, give me a comment, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Feel free also to connect with me over on Instagram and Facebook. And in the meantime, go ahead and watch those 2 recommended videos I've got for you there, and see you soon.